What is going on, everyone? Happy Sunday. This is the last Sunday of 2024. And with that, this is the last Sunday live stream at Crypto Empire for 2024. So let's make it a good one, shall we? Welcome everyone to today's stream. My name is Connor, and we have a lot to talk about in regards to everything happening right now in the market over still this holiday period. Really, the AI agent sector is taking off while the rest of the market is just taking a breather. And some predictions for 2025 as well. So this is going to be a jam-packed live stream. I'm going to be going over a lot of information. So be sure to stick with me until the very end, and let's get right into it. Shout out to everybody here in the live chat. If you're watching this live, be sure to do me a huge favor and smash up the like button. It helps me out a ton and helps grow the channel. So if you can, go ahead right now and actually hit that like button. Actually do it. Thank you very much. Now, looking at the current market cap, we are at $3.4 trillion, and Bitcoin and the majority of altcoins, like I said in the intro, are taking a breather right now. Nothing is really happening for the majority of the market. Really, most attention right now is on AI agents and the virtuals ecosystem on Base. Virtual is currently trading for $3.62, as we can see. Let's put this back into dark mode. And anyways, we'll get into a lot about these agents in this live stream. And I also have a video coming out, should be tomorrow, on agents. That's going to have a lot more kind of in-depth technical information on these. So a lot to look forward to there. But nonetheless, let's carry on. So yeah, rest of the market is in limbo. Looking at our crypto bubbles for the top 100 on the day. Let's even look at it on the week, because it's the holiday season and nothing has really changed for a while. So on the week, actually, we do have some mega green bubbles. The Bitget token is up 53%, which is very impressive. But we are seeing two of the biggest green bubbles here, AI16Z as well as virtual. And basically both of these projects are AI agent infrastructure projects. And being that people are essentially launching their own AI agents and developers are launching their own AI agents through these platforms, these are seeing the biggest growth and also the highest market caps. And it's really interesting what's happening here with the AI agent narrative, if you will, right now, in the sense that we had a crazy similar type of thing happen with meme coins not too long ago. The market was in a total slump, and then in September, things started to pick up overall, but really it was these meme coins going absolutely nuts. And it was just total left curve madness on pump fun. Now we have something like virtual, which is basically pump fun for AI agents, and it's giving developers the power to launch their own token. So it's a wild shift from total degenerates with no technical knowledge launching tokens to now developers launching agents with technical knowledge. But they're seeing a very similar type of move in the market right now. So anyways, crazy stuff. We'll get more into it. On the day, though, we have really not much happening, right? Most coins in the top 100 on the day are down, along with Bitcoin at the moment. So let's get into Bitcoin quickly and then get into a lot of other stuff for this stream. So looking at Bitcoin here, let's bump this out to the daily time frame. So looking at the daily time frame chart, we're still holding above $90,000, as you can see. Pretty strong support level. A lot of wicks into this area where price is currently at, sub 95K. And every time we've come down here, really since the end of November, we have bounced. We really have not tested the critical demand zone level, which is just below $90,000. So Bitcoin's in a very interesting spot. And I do think it is very, very possible still that we go into this demand zone with their key levels really at $88,000 to $89,000 here on BTC. Has yet to happen. Price is really just slowly chopping around. You can see the volume has slowed down considerably over this Christmas and holiday period. And that's always what happens. This is a seasonal factor. Seasonality is definitely playing a role. And most people are going to be back at their desks first week of January. So likely this slow, boring, low volume, choppy price action for Bitcoin and the overall market, it's probably going to continue for the next few days until the new year does start. All right, so it's definitely been a good time to essentially not focus too much on Bitcoin and the majority of altcoins. AI agents, for sure, it's been a great time to focus on those, but I'm talking about the market at large and not the one outlier sector. It's been a very, very slow period right now. And altcoins are definitely having a direct correlation with Bitcoin's price action at the moment. All right. People really don't even look at Bitcoin's chart anymore. They're only looking at the virtual chart and the AI 16Z chart and all the little individual agents launched on these platforms. It's really crazy right now that nobody's paying any attention to Bitcoin. Anyways, looking at Ethereum on the daily time frame. So ETH is holding this 3250 level as support. Current price is $33.45, $3,345 per Ethereum coin. So the idea is still to see Ethereum make a new all-time high, right? And this has a very implicit correlation with the rest of the altcoin market. When Ethereum outperforms, that's usually when we get that crazy period, that 80-20 rule, right? Where 80% of the gains are made in that short 20% of the time period. And that likely is going to happen when Ethereum starts to, pump to new all-time highs. As of right now, it continues to reject off of the $4,000 resistance level. This is the high price of 2024. All right. I mean, Ethereum had a decent return, as you can see from the bear market lows, from $1,000 to $4,000. Really not bad, but in the crypto world, I mean, a 4x is really scoffed at, which is wild. But nonetheless, yes, the idea is still to see ETH put in new all-time highs in 2025, and it's still well off the mark. We're around 40% away, as you can see, from the current all-time high, 45%. All right. And then Solana sub $200 at the moment. These are the majors, all really slow in a holiday limbo. Solana in this consolidation sub $200 at the current moment in time. And Solana likely, has put in the majority of its gains for the cycle, right? Going from less than $10 all the way up here to a new all-time high at 264. However, it does likely still have more upside and will make new all-time highs. I'm just saying that huge 20x that it's already seen, you probably won't see another 20x out of Solana at the current moment in time, and you probably already know that. But nonetheless, those are our majors: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Now, in regards to where we are currently at in the cycle, and if the bull market is over, and if altcoins are ever going to pump, well, I think it's important to take a look in regards to altcoins at the major index charts for them. And really the best indication for altcoins is going to be the others chart, which is the market cap excluding the top 10 coins. And looking at this chart, is currently at $336 billion, and it is yet to make a new all-time high past the 2021 peak. Now, it put in a very clear accumulation over here in 2022 and the first half of 2023. And then what happened in October of 2023 is we saw the first wave up out of the actual bear market accumulation. We hit this supply zone in March, pulled back over here to 150 billion. And then again, coincidentally enough, in October of 2024, we saw the start of the third wave here. And it's currently in the midst of its first pullback, basically since it started to boom over here on election day. All right, so this chart, looking at this cycle, what do I mean by this cycle? We're going to take everything into account past the 2021 peak. All right, so I'll just put a diagonal line right at the peak in 2021. This is what's currently happened this cycle. All right, bear market over here. First leg up, pull back, second leg. Now, if we compare this to the previous cycle, you can see, looking at the all-time high from 2018, really it was the 2017 cycle, from January 2018. Well, what happened? I mean, a similar thing happened where we had a very obvious, clear bear market accumulation. We had a major leg, but it really just didn't stop until it peaked out. All right, so altcoins are definitely different this time around. However, I strongly doubt the cycle will come to a conclusion without making a new all-time high on the others chart. And we haven't made a new all-time high yet. All right. the gains from the previous cycle, once it broke the all-time high, it was a 446% move. Even if we just had half of that move, it would still take things to around a 1.3 to a 1.5 trillion dollar market cap for others, for all altcoins excluding the top 10. That's significant growth from $330 billion to over $1 trillion in coins that currently have market caps in the hundreds of millions, basically, right? Some in the top 100 are for sure multiple billion, right? If you're looking at Tron over here, it's 22 billion. When you get into coins such as Aptos right now is at 5 billion, as you can see, Virtuals is at 3.6 billion, right? So there's a lot of billion-dollar market caps in the top 100, but really during this markup period that I'm describing that I think is going to happen, well, we're going to see a lot of coins go from sub 100 million or around the $100 million market caps into the billions of dollars in market cap, okay? So this is what's called a markup phase. And here's a good graph. Shout out to Chainometry for the crypto market 4 stages. So look, the accumulation period has come to an end for altcoins, right? We're not in these deep bear market prices any longer. We've already started to break out, and that started over a year ago in October of 2023. The thing is, we are yet to make a new all-time high. That happens in the markup phase, all right? So I am strongly favoring that we will see a major markup phase for altcoins in 2025. A lot of people have the debate that we've already had altcoin seasons because a lot of these altcoins have gone crazy. We've seen multiple coins go 100x plus in short amounts of time. And that is true. However, this has been a very fragmented and segmented cycle compared to many other cycles where the market overall just broadly goes up. This time it's been particular narratives and sectors outperforming. At certain moments of time, they start to underperform, and then a new narrative emerges, and those start to outperform. We have really not seen a full broad markup phase in the cycle, right? That does lead eventually to distribution, and then we get the bear market marked down again. All right, so basically all I'm saying here, long story short, is that I'm expecting a markup phase for altcoins, and I'm expecting the others chart to make new all-time highs, which it has not yet done. All right. Anyway, shout out to everyone here in the live chat. What is going on, guys? Smash up that like button. Big shout out to TT, also Doles, as well as Topi. What is going on, Topi? We got Crypto Tierra. How are you, Crypto Tierra? We also have Ben. What's going on, Ben? We'll get to the question about Rio in a little bit. Shout out to Manny. We got Jeff Lewis, Umar. We got Ked, Anton, John Valentine, Benjamin H., as well as everyone else, Fiat Hater, Nelson. What is going on, guys? Great to have you all here in the live chat. Anyways, so in regards to this, I want to read a tweet over here from none other than the infamous Crashy Clay 69. He put out a tweet here in regards to this others chart and kind of his forecast going forward into 2025. So let's just go over this tweet and break it down. And by the way, Crash is a very polarizing figure. Very, very polarizing, where some people look at him as God and some people absolutely despise him. Now, from someone who has been watching Crash's videos for way longer than when he blew up, I have a pretty objective view of Crash. Before he was in crypto, he was making videos like 5 years ago plus talking about trading stocks, options, right? The man knows the market. The man has experience. Has he, gone off the hinges, like full tilt in the meme coin space? I mean, for sure he has, right? He's definitely an opportunist, but at the same time, I mean, the man knows how to trade, and nobody can discredit that fact, no matter how much you hate him. It's true, right? Again, coming from someone who's watched him well before he got really, really popular. So anyways, let's read this out. So he says, the time for altcoins is now going into 2025. So he says the chart below is the others versus Bitcoin chart. Here's the chart he's talking about. And he basically says it's showing us the performance of altcoins compared to Bitcoin. If you look at this chart, I mean, I can pull it up on my chart as well. If you look at this chart, we'll go to the monthly time frame. Altcoins have been underperforming Bitcoin since January of 2022, right? They're down 63% versus Bitcoin since January of 2022. Basically 2 full years of altcoins just going down versus Bitcoin. Back to the tweet. So he says, when this chart goes down, it means altcoins are underperforming Bitcoin, right? Exactly what we just discussed. When this chart goes up, it means altcoins are greatly outperforming Bitcoin. Altcoins have been underperforming Bitcoin for 1,076 days now. This happened before and marked the end of the trend. Now pay attention to the Bitcoin bottom at $15,000, right? That's over here where it put in this double bottom, the 1-2 lower low with the RSI making higher lows. This is bullish divergence, right? He's talking about this Bitcoin bottom down here at 15K. He says, notice how Bitcoin was trending for 400 plus days into double bottom bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. He says the others versus Bitcoin chart also has been downtrending, but for 1,000 plus days into a double bottom bullish divergence on the weekly time frame, right? And here's that. Go back to our chart here. I'll show you. I agree with this. If you look at the chart, it is making a lower low in terms of, you can say price performance, altcoins versus Bitcoin. You got your 1-2 double bottom. But then if you look at the RSI, you can blow it up to full screen. You can see it's actually creeping up. All right. This is actually making higher lows. This is bullish divergence. This is exactly what he's referring to, right? Back to the tweet. So he says the time frame is there. The pattern is there. I agree. My pattern recognition is thinking the same thing. So he says the question is, are you still here to buy the bottom of altcoins right before they outperform Bitcoin finally? If you don't know what are he says his best altcoins, I mean, Brett, his whole personality is Brett. I don't necessarily agree with that. Render's definitely a strong AI coin. But anyways, those are his coins, right? Bullish on Render. Brett, I'm not sure I think it will go up, but I think some base coins are going to outperform it. Ski Mask Dog is probably going to flip Brett. I think so. But anyways, that's a conversation for another day. For now, I just want to focus on basically his analysis here in the broad altcoin market. And I largely do agree with this. Altcoins have been underperforming Bitcoin for 1,076 days, really, but over here from January of 2022, we're about to go into January of 2025. So yeah, 3 years. I said 2 years before, my mistake. 3 years of underperformance versus Bitcoin. We have the chart now showing us a very clear bottom signal. Now it is TA, and TA is not 100% reliable. That's a fact. However, based on probabilities and statistics, if you backtest this double bottom bullish divergence pattern on the weekly time frame, it is quite reliable. All right. The higher the time frame, the more reliable the technical analysis. There is a very, very strong chance here that altcoins are bottomed or very close to a bottom right now. So you could go and sell your altcoins that you've been treating as an investment, that you have a thesis on, that you've been holding to see them through. You know, you can sell them and go hop on the current trend and go buy a lot of Virtuals Agents coins. And there's a good chance you're going to make some quick gains there. The thing is, will they outperform the coins that you have high conviction in? And will you as a human blunder, right? And when you're constantly moving things around and making all these trades, will you blunder and end up losing more than you make because of your activity? There's a very good chance that is the case. Why do I say that? Well, it is a proven fact. It is a proven statistic. I should have opened up some AI like, I don't know, ChatGPT to show you this, but it's a proven fact or statistic that the best traders and the best investors are actually dead people. The people that don't touch the coins or the stocks or whatever they've bought. The best performing investors are the people that have either passed away or the people that have lost their password and don't have a way to get back into their account. These are the best performing accounts. So yes, you could sell all of your altcoins and go chase after the current hot thing. It might work. It very well could. But will you fumble? Will you blunder? Right? As humans, we get carried away by emotions. And all I'm trying to say here is basically to, not quote Murad too much here on the channel, but definitely believe in something. And again, the best performing investors are literally the people that have gotten locked out of their accounts, or the people that have passed away, the people that are not able to touch their assets. Now look, I do a lot of research on coins. This is what I do. And I've built compelling theses in my opinion, and I built a lot of conviction in particular coins that I hold. All right. And knowing that there's a very good chance that these things will outperform at some moment in time here in 2025, I don't feel compelled to sell my high conviction bags to go chase after the current thing. Do I think it's a good idea to have a separate part of my portfolio to chase after, to trade the current meta, to trade AI agents, to trade meme coins, whatever is hot at the moment? Yes, absolutely. I think that's a good idea. But to go full tilt, off the rails, and just send everything into the current hot thing, it's a very, very dangerous and risky strategy that may work in the short term. However, there's a good chance. I know that a blunder might happen, or some mistake might happen, and a lot of gains can evaporate very quickly when your activity levels are high. So anyways, something to consider there. And overall, I largely do agree with Crash on his analysis here in regards to others versus Bitcoin, and I do think a bottom is near. Let's see what the live chat is saying over here. Let's see. We will get into these questions in a little bit. I have a lot of info that I want to cover. So I appreciate you guys asking a ton of engaging questions and the likes, and we will get to those in due time. Let's see. Nelson, he says, I sold off some stocks with huge profits, which I haven't touched in a long time. Finally decided to invest in Bitcoin and ETH. God help me. If I lose money, my wife will kill me. She doesn't know. Nelson, God help you, brother. God willing, that Bitcoin and ETH are going to pump here and your wife won't kill you, right? Send to you my thoughts and prayers, man. Good luck. I think you'll be all right, though. Let's see. Anything else happening over here? He says, Marek says, you think it's accident. Every YouTuber is like a BTC cultist. They say Bitcoin about 100 times per stream. Everybody. Bitcoin's the king of the crypto market. What else are we going to say? Everything is compared to Bitcoin. So that's just how it is. It is what it is, man. Anyways, shout out to everyone here in the live chat. We got Rigoberto, Armando, as well as All Day Dre. What is going on, guys? Shout out to Daniel Wood, as well as Scrawny Boy ADA. What's going on, lads? Let's get into some other current news. So there's also a lot of Tether FUD happening. And Tether USDT, as you can see, is the third largest coin in market cap. $138 billion. And Tether FUD is no stranger to the crypto market. It happens on a pretty routine basis. It happens all the time. So here's just a summary of everything you need to know about the Tether FUD right now. And shout out to Crypto Nova for this tweet. I'm not going to read all of this. I'm just going to read the too long didn't read. And basically the consensus is that Tether is not illegal. Tether is not crashing. Tether is still available to trade. And nothing is changing at all. All right. So I'm personally not worried about Tether FUD. It comes and goes a few times per year, and it always comes at times of kind of low market sentiment, and it adds fear to the minds of people that are, say, inexperienced and haven't seen the Tether FUD before, right? Somebody who just got into crypto last week at Christmas dinner, they hear about, the largest stablecoin collapsing. It might make them freak out. Right, but someone who's been here for a while, we've seen this 1,000 times. Not 1,000 times. You get the exaggeration, but still, at the same time, Tether FUD is likely a non-event right now. Here's another tweet in regards to the Tether FUD from your friend Andy, good YouTuber, really into mining, crypto mining. But he says, all this Tether FUD tells me we are getting very close to absolutely sending this market to the stratosphere. Tether FUD always shows up in full force. When the bull run is ready to really start, it's like clockwork. I agree 100%. I've seen it many times. And again, the Tether FUD comes about at times of low market sentiment. When prices are down, people aren't feeling confident. Tether FUD comes out of left field. And again, it makes the inexperienced people freak out. But it usually it's a pretty reliable indicator to kind of mark a bottom and a major reversal in things. At least that's how it's happened in the past. Time will tell if it's going to happen like that again. But there's a good chance based off of statistics and probabilities that it does happen again. So that's your news about the Tether FUD. Do not freak out. Not worth freaking out. Okay. So let's see. I got one more tweet here by our man Crashy is Clay69. And let's go ahead and read this one because it's pretty funny. Again, Crash, very polarizing figure. And contrary to popular belief, he has a very good read on the market. Again, he has gone full tilt into meme coins, made it his entire personality, but he's been in the market much longer than the majority of people that are in crypto. So you kind of have to decipher his tweets and then take the good from the bad, if you will, but a lot of what he says is right on the money. Anyways, he says, I'd rather be all in and underwater 10 to 20% temporarily than be 50% in, half out, and buying as we confirm higher. Right? This is true. A lot of people right now are scared of more downside. But again, the upside is actually massive right now. Right? Like there's actually massive upside on the table for altcoins. And a lot of people are scared to deploy any stables they may have had on the sideline. Also I might as well just pull a fib and show you that the others versus Bitcoin chart is at the 78.6% retracement on the weekly time frame. So that is a very strong level to see a reversal out of, coupled with the bullish divergence, coupled with this previous resistance now acting as support. Look, all I'm saying that there's a very, very good chance that altcoins are bottomed out versus Bitcoin. Anyways, back to the tweet. Get rid of that. Anyways, so he says, the sooner you go all in, the better. The later you do, the worse. Most will only be all in and continue reinvesting their profit at the peak. This is true. 1000%. People like to get confirmation bias, and a lot of the times their confirmation bias to buy something is the price increasing massively. They don't want to do it when the price is low, but after the market has already caught on to it and the price has pumped and there's huge green candles, that's when most people, not everyone, but a large number of people, decide that it's a good time for them to buy. And much like I said, Solana, right, it still has more upside, but you won't see another 20x again. It's very true, right? The point of asymmetric risk reward is well gone by the time most people catch on to something. So he says, instead of all in before the peak, how many people down at the Bitcoin bottom at 15 to 30K were dipping their toes in the water with 10% of their portfolio or 100% all out? But now they're 50% in. I repeat again, the sooner you go all in, the better. The later you go all in, you get destroyed basically. And, you know, this is true, right? When Bitcoin was down at 25K in the fall of 2023, I basically went all in there, right? I was waiting for a long time. But over here in September, October, you guys who follow the channel, you know this, right? Because I documented it in real time, my moves. I basically sent everything in over here in September and October of 2023, right? At this time, a lot of people didn't think that we were actually going to get this pump. But yeah, anyways, we went up only from that time. And a lot of people were saying, oh, I'm 10% in, yada, 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 yada. I knew I wanted to be basically full deployed pre-Bitcoin halving. And look, my portfolio is up massively from this time when I decided I wanted to be basically all in. It's been a rocky ride where I've seen insane volatility swings to the upside and to the downside, right? Portfolio swings in value that would make a grown man cry. Insane. However, compared to where I started over here, I'm still up massively. All right. So anyways, long story short, I agree with Crash. I do agree with him. Investing takes conviction and it takes balls. If you are half in, half out, it's just like the guy at the beach or the girl at the beach, whatever, doesn't matter, who wants to go into the ocean, but they put their toes in and it's a little bit cold. So maybe they'll like leave their feet in for a little bit and then slowly, go in. But meanwhile, you see me running and just basically face diving into a wave in the white water. And then I'm out there in the deep end having fun, having a blast, and you're still just dipping your toes in, right? That's a pretty good comparison. So anyways, I'm the type of person who does that, right? I like to take risk. I'm a bit aggressive. But again, it's paid off for me so far over the past 12 months, 18 months. And I do believe it is going to actually pay off massively when we do see this altcoin season that I'm basically calling for. So anyways, just some broad predictions here for 2025 for what is to come. And again, going back, we really haven't experienced a markup phase whatsoever for altcoins. It's been very fragmented sectors of the market, agents, AI agents, memes. In the beginning of this year, it was AI. We had a real world asset bubble at a moment in time. But it's been very fragmented, and the market at large really has not experienced a true markup phase. So anyways, that's what I'm predicting for 2025. Hope that makes sense. Now, in regards to the current sentiment right now, I have a tweet to share with you from Newsy Johnson. And this is right on the money as well. Newsy says that all of his best trades were made when everyone was tapped out. Newsy Johnson. What does he mean when everyone was tapped out? When people are just discouraged, when people are down, when sentiment is low, when people are like, why the heck did I buy any of these coins in the first place? These are the times of maximum opportunity. And yes, the agents section, this is cookie.fun. I get asked about it all the time here in the lives by one particular viewer. But anyways, this is a good way to kind of broadly track the agents in general. But anyways, yes, the agents, as you can see, right, they're seeing massive increases in their market cap. But for the most part, the overall market is really not doing too much. So yes, sentiment is low and people are for sure tapped out. And I do think that, yes, like Crash said as well, we can see prices drop another 20, 30%. But the upside compared to that is so massive that, okay, you might sell now and it might go down 30% and feel like a genius. But if you check back in a few months, you probably sold the bottom if you're going to sell now. So yes, I agree. All of my best trades were also made when everyone was tapped out, when everyone lost interest, when everyone said, screw all of this. Why did I get into this in the first place? Those are the times of maximum opportunity. And that's basically a moment like right now, minus the AI agent section of the market. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue on now. And I got another tweet for you. We got all kinds of tweets today, lads. I like giving my interpretation on what other people are saying, if you guys didn't notice. If you like that, smash up the like button. If you don't like it, well, too bad. I'm going to keep doing it anyway. So anyways, here's a tweet from Base16Z. Bit of a troll account, but anyways, this is a good take. So he says, I'm looking at some meme coins and Jesus Christ, it's total carnage. Blue chips that are meant to be the future bleeding to zero. There are either some amazing entries or the absolute end of them. There's always the chance something happens, like Binance lists a meme coin, which in turn brings a surge of liquidity back to the mall, but it feels like an extremely risky bet to prey on that happening with how dire their conditions are. Right? And I mean, look, I'm not sure if this is a copy and paste tweet or he actually wrote this. I think he actually wrote it. But anyways, yes, meme coins have been destroyed. Right? If you look at some of the biggest ones on Solana, like Bonk, I mean, look, it's coming back down to pre-election levels, basically. It already did dip back down to the highs from October. There's a strong chance that Bonk continues to make a new all-time high. But, these coins have given back a lot of their moves from the election pump that we saw, right? Bonk down 50%. Dog with hat really crushed. I mean, it gave back everything. It gave back everything. I traded this on its way up. I mean, it's right back down to where I was originally longing it in like September, October. Down 62%. So yes, there is a huge purge happening on these meme coins. And why is that happening? Well, the market, the crypto market today, right? Not last cycle, but today, it's trading attention. And right now, these meme coins, the attention has shifted to the agents. So we're seeing just a huge rotation happen. And being that if we go to the total, let's go to the total 3 or the total 2, their charts are identical. But being that we really haven't seen an influx of capital enter into the market since there's only been capital leaving the market, I should say, from the start of December. Right, on both the total and total 2, total 3. We did have a nice run from November, election day, to the first week of December. But since then, we are just seeing capital leave altcoins. Okay, so with capital leaving altcoins, essentially, that means that we're not going to see a broad market pump. And that means that there's not enough liquidity to go around for everyone, which is why you're seeing the meme coins get smoked right now and coins like Virtual go make new all-time highs. It's fragmented liquidity, okay? So you're trading attention here. And until we see a moment where another one of these moves, where we just see a huge influx of capital enter into altcoins, you will continue to trade fragmented attention. So basically, if you're caught on the wrong end of the attention trade, you're going to get smoked like meme coins right now. If you're on the right end, you're going to make insane multiples in crazy short amounts of time, like you're seeing right now with coins like AIXBT, 500 mil market cap, straight up parabolic. I mean, we're looking at the Cookie Fund dashboard, right? Looking at this coin, new all-time highs. Luna even continuing to perform, breaking out. That coin Zero Bro that I was talking about the other week, I mean, it pumped like 3-4x in a few days, as you can see. It pumped, 300%, which is a 4x from the 21st of December to the 29th in basically a week. There's so many. There's Data Port Navigator by Virtuals. There's a lot of these Virtuals new coin charts that were just released, say the 20th, 21st of December, that look exactly like this, where they've just gone straight up, very low market caps. But here you can see in 4 days time, Christmas Day to current day, it's up 562%. So anyways, back to my original point here, what I'm saying is when you're trading attention, if you're caught on the right side of the attention trade, in very short amounts of time, you're going to print. If you're on the wrong end of it, well, it's just not going to be fun. All right. So that's, again, why you need to have your own kind of strategy and edge developed by experience and, say, intuition, if you will, in the marketplace. You should treat different coins as different purposes. For example, something like Cubic, I have no intention whatsoever to rotate out of to go chase something. But let's say I'm holding some meme coin that's been underperforming and not doing anything. Okay, maybe I might try and rotate that into the current attention trade, because that meme coin trade in the first place was just an attention trade. All right, so have a differentiating factor between your actual investments and your attention trades. I think that's important, so you don't end up selling a high conviction bag to go chase after something that's ran 5x in 2 days that likely will correct at some point, and you don't want to get caught in that correction. But anyways, guys, The virtuals ecosystem is insane at the moment. And again, there's so many of these coins. There's Dora, a travel agent. Let's look at Dora real quick. Dora AI by virtuals. Look at this chart, lads. Look at this chart. Market cap is 19.1 million, 22.4 fully diluted. Again, from the 23rd of December to current day, this thing is up 68x, 6,700%. Okay, a 10,000% gain would be a 100x. In 6 days, this thing went up like basically 70x. Dora, travel agent. First AI travel agent that launched on virtuals. So, look, I mean, a lot of these things are totally unproven, right? You can see in 1 week, 300K market cap to 24 million market cap. These are, like I've been saying, these are the new meme coins, right? And they currently have all the attention. And there's a shitload of money to be made in this sector of the market, 100%. But at the same time, if you're buying now, you are definitely late to the party. Okay, the people that profited most off of these coins are the people that were buying when everyone else was tapped out, basically, like Newsy Johnson was saying, right? When everyone was like, yo, this virtual stuff, it's complete BS, screw all that, right? That was the time to buy it. Now the whole herd consensus is like, holy shit, I got to buy virtuals AI coins. All right, so being that the attention is no longer screw this, it's I need this, and everyone's saying I need this, the market dynamics have shifted. So yeah, chasing after these parabolic pumps, it's going to be interesting to see how it does end. And the conditioning as well that's happening on the minds of investors and traders in crypto is also quite interesting. Because moves like this, it conditions your mind a certain way. It conditions your mind to think that the next coin is going to put in this type of move. That it's just going to keep on going up. And this creates this huge dichotomy in the minds of crypto investors where, you know, they have belief that their coin's going to be the next chosen one, so they refuse to sell it. And then, I mean, it ends up kind of topping out and they end up becoming a bag holder. This is a tale as old as time, right? There's nothing new under the sun, as the Old Testament says. That's very true. There really is nothing new under the sun, and human psychology will continue to be human psychology. So it's going to be super interesting, being that, again, everyone thinks they need virtuals agents now, when a week ago it was just dismissed. Will this continue? It probably will. Just like the meme coin trend continued for months, new ones are going to continue to launch, and there's going to be money to be made in this sector for sure, 100%. Also, it's AI, so it's going to continue to improve and get better, which is the opposite of meme coins, where they actually just got worse over time, right? The new popular meme coins right now, I mean, it's a complete joke. I'm not even going to show them. It's just laughable. But yeah, anyways, meme coins get worse over time because people just run out of original ideas. But being that AI is machine learning, it's self-learning, and it just constantly improves, it's different, where they're actually just going to get better over time. All right. So anyways, yeah, the trend will likely continue for a while. I mean, we can go through some more of these that have gone parabolic. Here's Vader. Clean breakout. The Larry Fink of AI agents. The portfolio manager. Clean breakout. And you can see it's just snapped up and gone up only from December 20th. It is up 250%. It was as high as 332%. So anyways, buying after moves like this, probably not a good idea. I mean, if you want to find an entry, I would suggest to wait for pullbacks. You can use tools like the fib. And I just pulled this up right now. First time I'm looking at this fib on Vader. But I mean, I immediately see how the 61.8 golden pocket lines up perfectly with the previous all-time high levels. Being that this just broke out massively, this is called an inefficiency, right? This was an inefficient move in the market. A parabolic move is largely inefficient, and usually you will see the inefficiencies get filled, and that would be a move back down to the golden pocket. So yeah, if you're buying shit right now that's pumped like this over the past week, you are late 100%. And you should probably wait for some kind of retracement if you want to get into those. It's common sense, but people let their emotions get the better of them and they just chase. I never recommend to chase. But anyways, yeah, that's that's some of the AI agent stuff that I've wanted to go ahead and cover here. I mean, there's so much more to talk about. Like I said, I got a full video coming out on it soon. Be on the lookout for that. Hit the notification bell and subscribe if you aren't subscribed to the channel so you don't miss that. But yeah, nonetheless, back to the virtual chart as well. 1.7 bill market cap, and it's interesting to me. This hasn't finished the parabola yet. The end of the parabola is obvious, where you're gonna see it in like 1 or 2 days, maybe it'll in 1 week. It just literally puts in a straight up God green candle. All right, that hasn't happened yet. Virtual will probably end in some type of blow off top, and it's just kind of been a slow grind. We haven't seen that parabolic move yet. When that happens, I'll try and spot it in real time and show you guys. But the reason I say that is because, again, there's nothing new under the sun. And if we just look at a lot of the AI coins from March of 2024, I'll just show you a few examples of that said straight up blow off type of top. Here is DNX on MEXC, and this is from June. Okay, this isn't really a great example because this thing started to underperform. Let's look at something like Chlor. Okay, so here's what I mean by a straight up blow off top into March. And basically, a lot of the times you will see a double top happen, right? Where the second all-time high is marginally higher than the first all-time high. But the majority of the gains happen kind of during the major parabolic fashion. Okay, so here's Chlor on the monthly chart. And this is a straight up vertical move. You can see after the vertical move, momentum dies off because parabolic moves are not sustainable, is the point I'm trying to make. Okay, here's ENQAI, small market cap one. I mean, look, back at the start of 2024, there was a lot of AI coins, but compared to the amount we had now, it's not even funny, the difference. But anyways, here's an example of a parabolic move, straight up, leading to a blow off top. I mean, we can go through the list. Netmind, straight up, down only. Palm, straight up, down only. KNDX, here's that final blow off top, down. OLAS, straight up from over here from October to March. I mean, this actually peaked out in December. Distribution from December to March, 3 months of distribution after the parabolic move, and then down. Okay, so anyways, back to virtual here. I would expect a parabolic type of move, and then either just a straight V or distribution before the end of it. When that's going to happen, we're going to monitor it in real time, but all I'm saying right now is virtuals isn't topped out. It hasn't put in the parabolic finishing move yet. It's still slowly grinding up. All right. More about AI agents. So here's a long tweet from 0xJeff, DeFi Jeff here. And I will not read all of this. I just want to go over some highlights and the main things that I want to talk about from this. Anyways, he's saying how it's concentrated action for AI agents on base, particularly virtualist protocol. Shout out to Timothy with the $4.99 super chat asking about Teemo the Raccoon. We'll look at Teemo the Raccoon right after this tweet. I'm just in the middle of something right now, and it's a raccoon meme coin, so it's not especially urgent, but we will get to that as soon as I'm done with this. Anyways, so he's basically saying how a lot of the agents right now, they're delivering information, right? AIXBT, it tweets commentary on the current things happening in the market. And what he's saying now is we want to see execution focused agents is the word he used, right? we have information. We have these agents delivering us information, but we don't have agents able to actually action this information in real time. I mean, we kind of do. It's being developed in real time right now. But he's basically saying how the next step for these agents are going to be ones that action the information given from the agents that already exist, like AIXBT or QuantXBT, which is a TA AI agent, right? The next step is going to be agents that are able to action the information completely autonomously on their own. And I mean, that's going to be pretty major, right? There's going to be there's just AIs, right, getting their information and then taking action based off that information in real time. So anyways, that's something to look out for with the agents, right? Look out for that. Look out for the ones that are able to execute, the ones that are able to action information given by agents like AIXBT. Look out for those. And if you spot a good one, feel free to ask me here on the channel or DM me. But I'm looking myself, and if I find something worthy, of course, I will share it first of all on the Mastermind, but also to you guys right here on the YouTube channel. But nonetheless, that's something to consider. And I agree largely with Jeff's tweet. The next agents, the ones that are going to explode, are the ones that are going to be able to action the information. Now, Base has a lot of the attention. There's two on Solana that I like in particular. All right. You can see in my search history, the first one is ALCH. And not to get too technical here, but this is basically trying to be like the Google Play Store of AI agents on Solana, right? Like no code, launch your own, super quick. I'm going to talk about this. You'll see in my video. But anyways, not to get too technical here, let's just focus on this chart. There's two that I particularly like on Solana, and this is one of them. Current market cap is 56 mil. And if we look, it is essentially coming into the golden pocket. All right, so this is one to look for, and the Solana agents are really not getting much love right now. It's all on Base. When Solana does continue to perform, and go to above 264, its current all-time high, you're probably going to see a lot of these Solana agent coins also do quite well. ALCH, add it to your watch list and look into it. And then the other one that I like is Griffin. Currently set at 200 mil market cap. Already tested the golden pocket. If there was two on Solana that I had to pick as my favorites, it's going to be these two. If you were wondering, if you happen to care at all, it's those two. Anyways, that's a lot about agents. We will circle back to that. For now, let's get into the super chat from Timothy asking about Teemo the raccoon. Okay, so Teemo is correcting after a parabolic move. So let's see. He says, can you check Teemo? Looks like a good buy and ready to go up. Well, that is largely subjective whether or not it's a good buy right now. Let's see. From the 1st of December, it put in over a 20x in price performance. Okay, in 25 days, it went over 20x. It's currently up around 13, 14x. Now, the thing that worries me is that it hasn't broken yet, but the parabolic trend is coming close to breaking here on this coin. And the shelf life of the Solana meme coins, some of them do really well and they last for months. Some of them only last for a few weeks. I got no hate on Teemo whatsoever. And I hope you guys hold in this coin. I hope that this is the chosen one that goes to hundreds of millions or billions in market cap. It's very rare percentage-wise for an animal meme coin to reach hundreds of millions or billions in market cap, right? Maybe 1 out of 100 will do it that are launched. So all I'm saying is that not to be too greedy here. If you were already able to capture the 20x gain on Teemo from the start of December, you have to realize at least a portion of that win. Actually, I shouldn't say you don't have to, because I don't give financial advice. You can do whatever you want. But I would strongly consider to realize a portion of that win. Now, you're relying on new entrants to step in here, right? You're relying on new market participants to step in and buy Teemo on this correction. Will that happen? It might. It might happen, right? Being that this is the world's most famous TikTok raccoon, it very well, could happen where a bunch of people step in here and save this thing from breaking the parabolic trend that is right at the cusp of breaking. So you're at a point of maximum risk reward opportunity in the sense that if you lose this level, there's a good chance it's lights out. All right. However, if you hold this level, there's a good chance it goes on to continue the parabola that it's currently in. So if you are okay and you have the ability to cut a loss, right, if it goes against you here, if you have that ability to make that decision on the fly, then yes, it could be a good buy level. However, if you plan on moon or dusting this thing, meaning that you're going to buy it and you're going to hold it to 0 or hero, I would say good luck, because you will need it. Because there's a pretty decent chance that it actually loses the parabola and it's lights out. Very important level to hold for Teemo. This is a meme coin, no intrinsic value whatsoever, but the value that people give it. So if people want to step up and buy it, then yeah, you could see it do well from here. If not, good chance it is lights out. We'll see how it goes though. Looks like we got a troll named James Brasco here. No idea what his issue is, but he for sure is going in timeout. Not sure what your issue is there, buddy, but I would relax if I were you. Anyways, let's see what else is going on here in the live chat. So yeah, and while we're on the topic of meme coins on Solana, we will look at UFD Unicorn Fart Dust. And long story short, I made a video about this last night. As you can see, it was released. We actually have to refresh this page. 22 hours ago. And in that video, I basically said to look out for this demand zone that it has come into. Okay? It's in the demand zone. So either it's going to hold demand. Same thing with Teemo. Very, very similar. This is higher in market cap. The chart structure is very different, though, which is a major difference, actually, right? This is not in a parabolic trend at the verge of breaking the parabola. This was in a parabolic trend for its initial few days, and then it went into this long consolidation that it's been in for basically a full month now. Or I should say 2 weeks. Put my phone on do not disturb so we don't get a bunch of buzzes from our messages. So anyways, this is in demand currently. So if you like to buy things at wholesale prices, current demand zones, I mean, this is it. Either you're going to hold this demand zone or it's going to bleed out to nothing. Those are really the two scenarios that I see. So I think James was asking, why didn't I mention it earlier? Well, I mean, it was a meme coin called Unicorn Fart Dust, and I was like, what is this thing? I dismissed it originally. That's why. However, if it is going to be a major meme, it still has a long way to go. So again, I would say to get your emotions in check there, James, because you sound like a major crybaby. But anyways, let's move on. It's in demand. Again, either we see a reversal out of demand here and a break to new all-time highs, or it's going to fizzle out and die. So it's up to you guys to make your decision. I'm not here to force anybody to do anything. But I like buying things in demand zones. That's a demand zone, clear as day. And also that guy Ron, the guy's a legend actually. He commented. He commented on my vid right here. He's basically saying how he owns around 0.6% of the supply after owning 1.2% of the supply. So the guy who made the coin owns 0.6% of the supply currently, meaning it's very distributed, right? There's no cabal controlling this thing as far as I know, which is very different from a lot of meme coins that exist today. It's a pure community effort. So we'll see. We will see. But yeah, good chance that it does reverse out of this demand zone. Anyways, that's the UFD update. Shout out to Daniel Wood. He says, I just subscribed in crypto for 6 years. This is a great channel. A lot of rubbish out there. Daniel, I appreciate that support, man. Do appreciate that. Let's see, Scrawny Boy ADA. Talking about port, I believe. Data port aggregator. And yes, it does look like a promising coin on virtuals. I agree with you there. What else is going on here in the chat, lads? A lot of people, a lot of comments. Let's see. Ski Mask Dog. Okay, let's get into Ski Mask Dog actually. So, Ski Mask Dog. It's holding up very well. And this is what I mean by, a parabolic move ending and why you don't want to buy in the parabola. Right? The same thing happened with Pepe. I think Pepe will recover, but if we look basically in the midst of the parabola, I didn't want to buy it, but after it corrected and put in a range, that's when I got interested. Okay. Now in the Ski Mask Dog case, well, I originally bought the coin. Again, for anyone who's new here, a little history lesson. Me, myself, and Ski Mask Dog. I originally bought the coin over here in June when it was trying to break resistance at a $13-14 million market cap. I called it here publicly as well, right? I didn't want to buy the parabola, but I did look to buy the breakout here. It didn't break out. It went into hibernation for like 8 months. People said, dude, you were just pumping your own bag. You're a scumbag, Connor. You called Ski Mask Dog. And it went down. I hate you now, Connor. I got a lot of those comments. I mean, that's what happens when I put myself out in public. However, I truly believed, I wasn't given a cent of Ski Mask Dog. I truly believed it was going to break out. It didn't, but then 8 months later, it goes parabolic. Okay? So people asking about Ski Mask Dog right now. Does it still have legs? I do think it still has legs. I really do think it still has legs. Are you buying it now when I first called it at 13 million? No, absolutely not. You're buying it way higher. Are you buying it at the bear market low at 500K? Absolutely not. You're buying it way higher. Hundreds of X's higher. Understand that, okay? You're not early anymore. However, is there still upside? Yes, there is still upside. Okay? Now, if what we're seeing, if my eyes are correct here, we do have a nice descending wedge forming at the current moment in time. If we pull our fib, we are holding the 50% retracement. Now, like I said earlier when I was talking about Crash's tweets, look, something like Brett, it's the opposite of organic. Ski Mask Dog is very, very organic. So with that, I really do think Ski has a chance of flipping Brett on base. I do. A very real chance of doing it. I would be looking out for the potential of one more lower low. Although even right now at 200 mil, I think it's some decent prices compared to the potential of where it can go. But I would look out for one more lower low at the 618 at 15 cents. And then from there, ideally, you see the breakout of the descending wedge and new all-time highs into the billions in market cap. But yeah, I'm bullish on Ski, and I think it will continue to be one of the biggest coins on Base and continue to capture more and more attention. And, you know, might even, I don't know, pure speculation, but it might get listed on Coinbase in the future. John Appleseed, yes, we've looked at Dora on Base already, the stream. Let's see. Debbie Travels, is Fred the other raccoon dead? Well, Fred, Peanut, and the rest of the Freedom Farm, they're basically experiencing the Solana meme coin purge. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to make a comeback or not. I talked about this one because, again, I thought it had the potential to increase. However, we saw a meme coin purge, and it is a direct recipient of that, along with its brother Peanut. Similar charts after the Binance listing, just essentially down only. Okay, so is it dead? We'll see. Again, I've seen crazy things happen, but it does look like it will likely put in a long period of nothing for a while now, if it is ever going to go back up. Blub update. Take a look at Blub on Sui. Blub, the Sui mascot. So Blub right now is basically back down to levels where I originally started to speak on it, around this 20 million market cap level. So yeah, we definitely want to see Blub hold this support. Ideally, right after this move, where it went 300% in 12 days. Again, a parabolic move like this, guys, on a meme coin. Back to the conditioning happening. The conditioning happening with the AI agent pumps. People are now conditioned to think their coin is going to pull the 20x, where if it pulls a 3x, they're not going to sell anything. This is a very dangerous mindset to have, this conditioning that your coin is the chosen one. Your coin probably isn't the chosen one. You're trading attention, and the attention moves at a very fast rate. So anyways, that's why it's a very good idea to make your positions risk-free after a few multiples. But nonetheless, Blub, the fish, back down to 20 million. Very important support to hold. If it does lose this support level, well, it probably is going to flatline for a long time before it ever does make a comeback. But anyways, that's not happening yet. You're still testing this support at 20 million. We'll see how it goes. We got a super chat from Heavy Chevys. My man, Heavy Chevys. Thank you for the super chat. He says, what do you think about XLM or XRP at the current moment? I wanted to pick up something on Robinhood. I play big option stocks with bulk capital. Less rug, laughing emoji. Good question there, Heavy Chevys. Let's take a look at XRP and XLM. And another super chat came in from Jordan Lamararch. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your last name correctly. But he says, any dog meme coins between 1 and 10 mil market cap you like? I will get to that after this super chat from Heavy Chevys. Okay, so XRP on the weekly chart. Parabolic move from election day, 50 cents, up to 290. You can see 4 weeks, 1 month. Gain of over a 5x. Very impressive stuff. Now you are in this long consolidation. So okay, so it has tested the 0.382 fib, which coincidentally enough is right in this $2 level that we have marked out. XRP, so being that Trump is pro-American crypto companies and Ripple Labs is American, they're also launching their own stablecoin, RLUSD. It's got a lot of positive things going for it. And going back to what we were originally talking about at the start of this live stream, how we really haven't experienced a full markup phase for alts, XRP is probably going to put in another leg higher. So your buy zone for XRP, it's $2. Right now you're at 209, but really like $2 to around 180 is for sure level. And then below that, it's going to be 150. 160 to 125. We're going to give a wide range demand zone, but we can use 150 for abbreviation. Those are going to be the levels where you should be looking to acquire if you want the best available prices, right? Buying with a technical kind of entry. It's going to be here, $2 demand zone, as well as the general 150 area. So yeah, I do think XRP, while it has put in a parabolic move, I don't think that is actually the end of it, and it likely will continue this trajectory in 2025 until the music does stop, and I don't think it's over yet, and the music is going to stop. Now XLM, stellar, a bit different from XRP in the sense that it is essentially not in a sideways range, but it's kind of more in this descending channel structure. So let's put this descending channel on the chart. Like so. So, I mean, the immediate first thing I notice is the triple tap at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. I'd be looking for an RSI breakout. Yeah, XRP looks stronger for sure, which is to be expected. So 25 cents is the level I have marked. So I'm not going to fade my own analysis. I put this line at 25 cents on this chart years ago. So I know it's like a multi-year level. Okay, 26.5 cents is where it's at exactly. So I'm going to trust my analysis that I did years ago in the sense that this is a very important level. And I would say if you want to buy this, I would be looking from around 26.5 down to 18, 19 cents as a more general range where you have your daily 200 EMA in there as well. But heavy Chevys, hope that helps. And I do think both of them will continue higher in the new year. Anyways, we got a question from Jordan. Any dog meme coins between 1 and 10 mil market cap you like? So it's actually sub 1 mil right now, but I still like the dog that made the ticker on base. This one here, 700K right now. And why do I like this? Well, it has the meme coin chart still that is proven to me multiple times that, you know, these things can pump hard out of it. Now, it's also now forming a very clear accumulation lake. Look, 700K meme coin on base, that a dog that made the ticker. You should understand that the risk is high with it, right? That doesn't need to be explained. If it does, you probably shouldn't buy it in the first place. But look, clear accumulation lake, right? You lost this low. Look at the candles. Not a lot of volatility. Very, very low volume. This thing's either completely died off and dead. I don't think it is, though, being that it's still a 700K market cap. Right? If it was dead, it would already be a 50K market cap. So anyways, yes, as far as dog meme coins go on base, this is one that I do think has the potential to put in a mega meme coin pump at some moment in time. Will it? Is it guaranteed to happen? No. There's no guarantees. There's no free lunch in crypto. But if we're going to speculate, this is what I'm willing to speculate on personally. Don't come crying if it never moves. Don't cry if it takes 8 months like Ski did. Again, people pointing their fingers at me, blaming me. Look, it's now up like 20x plus from that time. So go kick rocks if you were that person. But If you held strong and you made money, that's all you, man. Like you bought it. I didn't buy it for you. So don't give me credit for the wins. Don't give me credit for the losses. I mean, everyone here is making their own decisions. We're all adults. Should be, at least. Hope that helps, though, Jordan. We got another super chat here from Spy Paint E. Let's see. He says, seems like there's a pattern in terms of meme coins that attract attention. For example, like waves or flavor of the month. Dog meme coins, virtuals, then the next one. For sure, is it a pattern or just kind of a market rotation to the next thing? Because this has been happening since, I mean, really like 2022, 2023, right? You had in 2023, you had Pepe launch. And then you had basically Pepe put in its monster move, then it underperformed for a long time. But then you had Pepe 2.0 and the 2.0 meta come out, and all those coins do crazy returns in short amounts of time. And then the new thing came out, and then the next new thing came out. So I'm not sure if there's a specific pattern here or just the general hive mind of the market just rotating their attention from one thing to the next. But for sure, like the rotations, they happen very quickly. No doubt about that. And in terms of like dog meme coins to virtuals to the next one, what will that next one be, right? That's a very intriguing question. And at this current moment in time, I'm not sure. And the thing is, it's not easy to be early to the next narrative, especially if you're going to risk with, I mean, you don't really need size if you're going to be super early because they give 100x plus returns in short amounts of time where you don't need to put in huge size to see, crazy returns. But still, like you got to put your capital at risk to something that's largely unproven. So I'm not too sure exactly what the next attention narrative echo bubble will be in the market. But for sure right now, it's all attention is on virtuals. But Spy Paint E, I do appreciate that super chat nonetheless, man. Let's see. Jamie says that Teemo is going to get listed on Mexi tomorrow. That could be a very positive and also a very negative one if it's going to get listed on Mexi, because that will allow the people that are holding huge bags to not have to sell on chain and not get their wallets tracked by everyone else to see that they're selling. They can sell it on Mexi and be off chain and sell discreetly. So I've seen Mexi listings for meme coins mark tops many times. Sometimes it doesn't. A lot of the times it does. I'd be careful. Sana Nay says dog made the ticker, has good liquidity. Yeah, it does, for sure. Kendu got smoked. A large, holder who basically traded it on the way up, is out now. I mean, they bought the lows and they were selling all through here. So, they did a good job, I suppose, trading this chart. But yeah, this thing is down to the bottom again, bear market prices. I'm not sure if it's going to go much lower than here, being that, it's basically back down to this rock solid floor that held at the worst of times. But yeah, this has been a bit of a disappointment for sure. But we'll see if it does make a comeback. We will see. Let's see. Tim W. He says the monthly's going to close red and made an all-time high, but odds are good January will be green. 3 to 5 since 2015 when it happens. Yeah, monthly candle on Bitcoin is going to close red. Here's your monthly. Doesn't look great. It doesn't look great at all, actually. It looks quite bearish. But it's kind of needed after these 1, 2, 3 months of the breakout of the 8-month accumulation range. It's your first red candle in 3 months after a 100% move from 50K basically to 108K. So I wouldn't be necessarily too worried about things, but as of right now, the monthly candle isn't looking so hot. And, you know, we're either basically, I mean, we're either putting in, these really aren't the best comparisons looking back to things actually, because all of their monthly candles do look like this, similar to this one here. So we'll find out if these technicals are playing, or our mind is playing tricks on us here. Here's what I was looking for actually. We got to go all the way back here to 2017, lads. The 2021 cycle, 2020 was a bit different. But there is a chance we're putting in one of these. This is what I was looking for actually. All right. We're either putting in one of these or one of these. We want it to be one of these, not one of these. We're going to find out. We are going to find out, lads. Let's see. Tim W says, Connor, you're a real one. Thank you, Tim W. Baron Badger, Peace, Truth, and Love Foundation. He says, thank you for being real, honest, and human. Directional correct, aka brilliant. Baron Badger, I appreciate the support, man. Let's see. Ninzo, what are great exchanges to use now, considering bonuses and rewards? So I think Blofin is giving some pretty nice deposit bonuses away right now. You can check out my recent video on Blofin. It's one of the more popular no KYC exchanges. If you can KYC, if you're outside of the US, Bybit's the number one. Bitget not too far behind. If you have the ability to KYC, if you have something like a Palau ID. But if you need to go the no KYC route with the VPN, I would look into Blofin, and BitUnix isn't bad either. But yeah, I hope that helps. Let's see. Tim W says, when it makes an all-time high but closes red, yeah, 2 times we go up and 2 times we went down since 2015. Exactly. Yeah, that's it, Tim. Indeed, indeed. Shout out to Ryan Bauer. Thank you for your support, sir. Ahmed says Zeke on virtuals looks good. All right, so interesting. This is a low market cap one. Let's see the effort of it. ZK Sync, interesting. We're coming to a conclusion here for today's stream, but I'll look into this in a bit. But what was this move? 150K to 1.3 mil quick, pulling back. So yeah, I mean, much smaller than many virtuals agents right now, but I'll check this one out. Thank you, Ahmed. Crabskin Records says, what do you think of Butthole Coin? I have no comment or thoughts on Butthole Coin. No comments or thoughts. I was going to share these earlier, but again, the meme coin world just gets more and more kind of retarded, right? People were saying that Titcoin is the new big thing on Christmas, or just after Christmas. And, you know, here's just a pump and dump. There was also Asscoin over Christmas that everyone was saying was the new big thing. I mean, the meme coins just get more and more retarded. There was also Pisscoin. Yeah, chart gives you everything you need to know. So I got no comment on Butthole Coin either. No comment, Crabskin Records. Good question though, made me laugh. Let's see, Heavy Chevys. He says, any background / details or thoughts on Aether? Got in around 4.6 cents. So I do know that when I initially looked at it, I wasn't a huge proponent of the tokenomics of it. But in a bull run, those things can go out the window for many people. Now, here's your chart on the weekly time frame. Listed over here in June. Long accumulation of sideways. Pretty interesting. So if you got in over here, 4.6, you bought the bottom, or at least the current bottom, which is very good. Good job spotting that and getting a good entry. But yeah, in regards to your question, any thoughts, backgrounds, details? Not necessarily. I mean, I did mention my initial thoughts on it, but no thoughts / background on it. Heavy Chevys, but I hope it helps, bro. Appreciate the super chat. Fiend still asking about Chainlink. All right, so Link coming into the bottom of its range, and I'd still be looking for a monthly open retest. The month is going to end in 2 days, 2.5 days or whatever. But yeah, I'd be looking around sub $20 for Link. If given, that would be a nice higher low created to put in another leg. That, or it's going back down to Goblin Town, which you don't want to see happen, and is pretty unlikely. But yeah, I'd be looking around the monthly open at like 19. And let's see, Smiley, he says the only memes on Sol that survived are Giga and Fwog. Giga's a Chad for sure. I mean, 680 mil, basically all-time high prices. Now, what's Fwog up to? So, I mean, two completely different charts. Very, very different charts. Now, this thing it's been correcting for 46 days, right? It peaked out in the middle of November, right? It didn't necessarily like drop like a boat anchor and rug pull, but this has for sure been there's been a large rotation out of this coin, being that again it went up massively in such a short amount of time. When people are sitting on massive unrealized profits, it does become a game of musical chairs where, you know, one large holder, a whale, decides to take profit. The other whales see that, they decide to take profit, and it can lead to a cascade effect. But anyways, yeah, you can't compare the Fwog and Giga charts. They're two very, very different things right now. And will this thing come back and make a new high? Time will tell. Time will tell for sure. You have broken this diagonal, so good chance you range. And for the FWOG bulls, look, you need to see this thing recover this 330 to 350 mil market cap level, and then reclaim the 500 mil level as well. Those are resistances, and they're holding up as resistance right now. Much like Bitcoin, when we were live on Christmas Day, was at 98K, and I said how it's at resistance over here, and it did get rejected from the resistance. Same thing happening right there in FWOG. So if it can break those resistances, great. But honestly, we will see what happens with that coin. It went up 70x in like a month or whatever, and I'm not sure if new buyers want to step into those memes, but we will find out, guys. We will find out. But anyways, before this carries on too long, compared to Peanut and Fred, this seems to be okay. Yeah, for sure. It's a much healthier correction. Basically, I mean, this was a decently healthy correction until some Binance interns that loaded up before the Binance listing said, screw it, I'm out, and it lost $1 billion market cap. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, look, Flock has a very strong, diehard community behind it, and that may be what takes it to success, but time will tell for sure there. Anyways, guys, it's time to go ahead and wrap up this live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We talked about a lot. We went over a lot of different sectors of the market, some outlooks for 2025, some AI agents material, some meme coins, some fundamental coins. All right, we covered a lot of bases today. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. This was the last Sunday live stream of 2024 right here at Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. Hold up. Had to switch the camera there on you. Listen, if you enjoyed the live stream, smash up the like button. If you're new here to the channel and you're not subscribed yet, but you like the content, maybe you don't like the content, I don't care. Just smash that subscribe button. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, and it does go a long way. Hit the subscribe button, turn on all bell notifications. And yeah, this was the last one for Sunday on 2024. We got like 2 days left of the year, so it's not going to be the last live stream of the year, but it's the last Sunday live stream. I mean, up until September, I was only going live on Sundays. When September came around and I got done with my travels, I decided to go live on a much more frequent basis. And we're going to continue that trend in 2025. So again, if you guys like these frequent live streams, smash up the like button and hit the subscribe button. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the last few days of 2024. Make the most of it. Don't be a vegetable sitting on your couch too much. You should get outside and do some stuff. Anyways, I digress. Have a great rest of your weekend. Connor from Crypto Empire signing out, and I will see you in the next video.